10 toes, that's my MO. Fam over gram, that's my MO. Close friends, I got friends that I keep close and they let it go while I like TSA just opened my book bag up and my chain hitting like King's back in his hometown when them wheels hit and I touch down, nigga. I'm back there doing jack dance like
I'm really, this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, saying no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for. I'm up in the store, and then jump in the Porsche, follow the back to the take the sheet off and I some more. When I get done at the scene, I won't leave anything, you won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. Order the dollars, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard they was missing me while I was smelling victory, back up on time, and that's where I belong. Like they did me, we making history, fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let it be me, no for surprise, my army. All over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my classes, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came.
Devin put the Oh, numbers popping up, scam likely. I was in my own flights, he's a bitch. Trying to put the high beats on. I made the killing in business. Selling they feelings on count. You're 6 souls, $1 million to free my dog at the. And I might drop a dub on the dime. Like the God of your day ones, ain't always it that you come with, huh? Who gon' keep it really from the jump? Ride through the city with really from the slum. Where I'm from. Oh, not the wind, no. Oh, see them around my eyes, those ain't my friends. No. Oh, tell me how you wanna give it up. Oh, about love, I'm standing on big trust. Homies, plotting on me. I get no sleep. I get no sleep. 'Cause I got homies plotting on me. I get no sleep. I get no sleep. I just walked in through the front door, left for the put it back in. Put me back in, look a little sweet, try to tap in. Transaction, y'all just give
Great choice.
past tense. I can name 10 mad right now that I came up last year. Let me lead the money, turn me to a boss. Bigger than coming, the harder they gon' fall. I done been said about I used to love. I'm about to trust her, met in the club. She's more skilled, young thug. I'm telling you what it is, I'm talking about what it was. Yeah, you got, but everybody got, just put the.
The Mike Watts gets us started in the wreck with a surprising gift. A bounce pass through the defender's legs and dunks down the chimney with care.
With just about a half season behind us, the rankings are clearer than ever, Greg. You feel confident starting to make some playoff predictions?
Oh, Kevin, it's way too early for that. Injuries, other roster shakeups. There's just still so much that could happen and totally reshape those rankings.
And now Washington's starting group. Bradley Beal is out there with Jones. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Porzingis in at the power forward position. And the Rookie of the Month award named not so long ago. MP Greg once again taking home the honor.
And winning that award multiple times in a year is not easy. Hard to think of anyone else taking away Rookie of the Year from MP. Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Gobert. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. 5 to shoot. Russell passes to Towns. From deep, Prince. Porzingis with the rebound. And here are the Wizards now. And it's Jones finishing it off.
Nice recognition there by Porzingis. He's getting better and better as a passer.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Passes it to Prince. Now Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to Gobert. From deep. The shot off that time. And it's Washington the other way. Last time they met was in Washington.
Yeah, and they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Well, composure, execution, efficiency in a tight ball game is typically what's going to determine the winner.
And no real surprise to see that MP will be on the Rising Stars roster. It would be a travesty, I think, Greg, if he was left off it.
And you look at the rest of the players in that game, MP is just one of many incredible young talents to be showcased.
Greg, some exciting news for MP and his camp. It's announced he'll be one of the three-point contest participants this year at All-Star.
And for me, that is the contest at All-Star Weekend. MP has a great release, and I think has a good chance to win this one.
MP will be in the upcoming All-Star game. What a special honor for him.
It's a huge deal to go to the All-Star game. MP has worked hard to earn his spot. That's not just something they hand out.
Jones kicks to Beal. Goes back up.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Now here's Edwards after the miss from Jones. Edwards can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in. And he's good on the second. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. The pass to Prince. And it's Edwards, top of the key. Pass to Reed. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards. And you look at Anthony Edwards, and GA, he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
Jones finds Kuzma. Jones looking for an opening. There's the triple. Washington gets it back. And they pick up 2.
For all that's said about his perimeter work, Porzingis benefits a lot when he's making an impact. Inside. That makes defending him all the more challenging.
Oh, here's Edwards. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Here's Prince. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Minnesota shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And that one falls for Prince.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
And Beal kicks to Jones. A pass to Porzingis and stolen by Russell. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Russell against Jones. A floater. Gafford. Gobert with the block. Prince wide open. Off target from three-point range.
rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
MP fires from way outside. And another miss by Washington. Minnesota in the lead. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
Washington ball.
Daniels is checked in for the Timberwolves. And the Wizards shooting the ball at 42%. So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Daniel Gafford is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Bradley Beal. And there's Porzingis. And it's Jones in at the 1 spot. Now here's Jones. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And it's Beal in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. The 15-footer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Portland was tremendous. He scored 22 points and drained a few from downtown. He did a little bit of everything for them. It just seemed like he was everywhere on the floor. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And they recover it. Gafford finds Jones. Nice ball movement by Washington. A 3-ball. Wizards keeping it alive in a fresh 14-second shot clock.
You cannot be reckless around Porzingis. He's skilled at seeking out contact and drawing the foul while he shoots.
It's his first trip to the line. Well, Clark, here's an interesting stat trend of the 2022 season. More shots are taken from three-point range, but fewer makes on average per shot.
Yeah, the volume has gone up, but the makes have not. You know, more teams are launching triples, and more defenses, quite honestly, Kevin, are focused on challenging those shots. Not surprising to see the numbers trending in the direction you mentioned.
Now, here is Russell. 23 points for him the last game against Dallas.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates. And they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
Russell with it. Defended by Jones. Russell with the bucket.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Jones with it. Now defended by Gobert. Gobert with the block. They recover it. Outside, Jones. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by Jones.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Noel. He's covered by Beal. Prince misses.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now, here is Russell. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
Towns has excellent size and really long arms, and he uses both to wreak havoc on the offensive board.
Here's Jones following the bucket by the Timberwolves. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Passes it to Russell. Count it from 12. And now just a 5-point Washington lead.
Boy, Russell loves to take and make these quick trigger shots. He plays with a nice rhythm and flow to his game.
Now here's Jones, coming off a solid outing against Portland. Fires from deep. And they'll get another chance.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Russell passes to Prince. Russell against Jones. Back to Prince. The jump hook. Towns. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total.
43. The Wizards, 40.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
Russell high post. Just 5 to shoot. Washington with the rebound. Gafford's got 6 rebounds in the game. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Russell against Jones. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
For Washington, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. Minnesota leading by 3. Outside Edwards. Pass to Prince. Shoots the 3. Hands it from downtown. Prince has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Minnesota.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
Jones, no luck. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Out to Russell, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Washington.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
Outside, Jones. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and Gafford throws it down.
Jones.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Outside, Jones, and the 3 ball is good. Jones has got 6 here in this quarter.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
Russell finds Edwards. Back to Russell. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Prince misses.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Back to Jones from downtown, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. And here's Prince outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Prince has got 10.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Washington calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and that's going to be the focus of the
Wizards trail by 12. Taking a look at the Wizards. Jones is out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. And here's Prince outside. And another 3 for Minnesota.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Oh, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Also with a wide open look. And another 3 for Minnesota.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander.
Max Force throwdown.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the number 1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota. But out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for them. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
And Towns drops them both. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table. Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And Russell gets it to go.
Guys, you can just about count on it. If you score on Russell, you better believe he's looking to come right back at you.
And a deep 3 from MP. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And he's caught fire from long range here in the second half.
Timberwolves leading by 13. Russell kicks to Gobert. Poked away. There's the pass to Prince. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
This shot's it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Wizards trail by 13. Outside, Jones. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Jones has got 17 now, just in the second half. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. At one point, they led by 16. Back to Edwards. Unloads. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too. Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Russell finds Prince. And here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Here's Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Back to Russell. Pass to Gobert. Here is Russell, defended by Jones. And Jones sends it back.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. With maybe a step out of his range.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. Washington on D, trailing by 10.
And since being the first pick of the 2020 draft, Anthony Edwards has not disappointed.
I'll tell you something, partner. The Timberwolves got that one right. Did they ever? I mean, we knew about his nuclear athleticism, but the leadership, the work ethic, the ability to impact winning also have been evident. This is a multi-time All-Star going forward.
Free throw good, Edwards.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Timberwolves leading by 12. Prince with it. Picked up by Kuzma. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Here's Gobert. And it's Russell in the corner. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. Porzingis passes to Gafford. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Gafford's got 4 this quarter.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Edwards with it. Pass to Russell. Gobert against Gafford. 5 on the clock. Russell from long range. Porzingis with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Porzingis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Jones from outside. A second chance effort. That shot off. And Minnesota now the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, Taurean Prince is not the guy you want to send to the foul line.
And that one falls for Prince. And both free throws good for Prince. A minute 42 left in the fourth. Russell against Jones. From past the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Russell kicks to Prince. The feed to Gobert. Over Jones. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Launches a 3. That's good. And Sobeel with the assist. Jones has got it back down to within single digits for the Wizards. Minnesota calls timeout. They're in front by 9. We've got 1:08 left here in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Jones from outside. And again, Washington with the triple.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Wizards foul. Jones. Second personal foul. 15 foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Guys, it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Sinks the three-pointer.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Once upon a time, and I heard that I was ugly.